Alright, so talking scratch build or kit bash, whatever. I don't know if anybody saw the shorts of my Fedic blight crawler or haul or whatever that thing is. I have one that's kind of got like some sort of beast rider patrol. I was kind of going for a laid back look on the rider, like not a lot of action is going on within the Garden of Nurgle at that moment. I kind of want to put a cigarette, I might put a cigarette on his face, I don't know. I kind of want to put a cigarette in his mouth with some little smoke, but I also really like that head just the way it is, so we'll see. The face of the beast itself, I'm not super happy with right now. I know I'm going to go in and do another layer with green stuff, but I don't know. That's one of those things. A lot of kit bashes or scratch builds I have zero faith in until it's all said and done. There's like a certain point in the project where it just looks like complete jumbled together garbage. That's kind of the point we're at right now. I took part of a Hydra head and made it this like recliner backrest for the rider. I really have to kind of structure that saddle a little bit more. I think that's probably the thing that's bothering me the most is the entire saddle system. Like I should probably cut the rider back off and build the saddle more, build it up more, because it does look really janky for like the missile pod hanging on the side and everything like that. It's just very, I don't know. I'm really not thrilled with that missile pod even on its own. But I was looking for one of those old like a missile launcher on the rider. Like I would love the rider to just be relaxing with a missile launcher, but I have to find it. So I might do that. But his melt-a-gun looks very relaxed, and I kind of like that. And there's the heavy mounted melt-a-gun just dug into the back of the creature, so I'll have to sculpt some detail around that. But I think it's all going to turn out good, but at this moment in time I'm not super excited about how it looks. I need to add, obviously, even after sculpting is finished, there's a lot of texture, and I want to add hair. Hair, I think, in certain places on the creature would be important. And then I got to figure out what I'm doing with the center of that face, because originally the face just looked a little too symmetrical and clean. But we're going to see how it all turns out. And then the troll, I got a bit from Heretic Gamer that's can't think of the name. Mortarion's head, I think. Yeah, I think it's Mortarion's face. So I'm thinking of using that for the troll. It also kind of seems like it's out of place, but I can't see me using that anywhere else and it not feeling out of place, so we're just going to do that. And then I don't know if I want to do the troll physically toting some kind of massive firearm that's got it all attached, or if I want some kind of biomech horror troll toting a massive firearm would definitely look cooler to me, but I do think that like a Nurgle grown biomech missile pod with double meltas and hands free could also be really, really interesting to build. I have those. I have the drones. And I think they're on 60s. But I also have some stuff on 50s, and I think maybe one's on a 60, but I thought it was a 50, so it's very confusing. I don't know. So I got to figure that out. The drones look like they play pretty good with the list I'm building just because I have the Taliban. So Taliban's going to be a lot of just throwing meat walls into people, and I can pay a CP to shoot into that mob. So with great unclean ones around, the plague bearers, they're like toughness 6 or 7, I think. And then being able to throw something into melee and then fire into it with those drones, I think I could really bog down and get rid of some very tough units. But we'll see, because like I said, this is for a doubles list, so all my stuff CP wise is pretty cheap. But I'm not sure if we're sharing CP or all that. The rules still have to be kind of hashed out. And then, yeah, because it looks like it's a list where I could just keep throwing, specifically squads of Nurglings, because Nurglings I can just bring back. So I could throw a squad of Nurglings into something, gun it down, and then if the Nurglings get wiped out, I can just bring it right back. Yes, I think firepower wise, I think that could really be cool for firepower, because that was something you used to be able to do. I don't know, maybe that was a house rule we had. I don't remember. 7th edition, before they ruined Tide of Traitors, where you could just throw 20-man blobs of cultists at every problem and then bring them back. At some point they updated that, and it was once a game. Which is really sad, because I love playing cultists. I love playing cultists so much, and that was so much fun because your list was just carpets of cultists you would throw into things, and then you had actual heavy hitting units. And then I don't know if it was a rule in 7th or if it was a house rule that we had created that you could choose to fire into your own units, but that was a really good time for me. I had at one point, I don't know, I have so many cultists, and then with the addition changing over to 11th soon, I imagine, I don't want to start chopping anything up soon. I hope they bring back cultists with auto guns and heavy weapons, because these cultists with just pistols and melee are a little boring. Granted, they're just as useful as they've ever been, but a 20-man blob of auto guns would get lucky every once in a while. Like it felt better. It definitely felt better than charging them in, because charging them in, they're just getting absolutely wrecked. They're getting just mulched by most things you're fighting. Like, I've never gotten to play a cultist heavy list against guard, but that'd probably be a really fun game if it wasn't mech guard. Mech guard, it would just be, obviously it would just be bad. But alright, that's a little close to pull out, but we can just both fly out of our windshields. Sick. I've been on the fence if I should just take all of my Chaos Cultists and convert them into infantry for guard and just run Traitor Guard. Because I had Renegades and Heretics in 7th edition, and they sucked. But it was kind of cool that they sucked, and now Guard really is not bad. I played Guard for a little bit in 10th. I think like 2 games I played Guard. So I have a majority of a Guard army, and I think if I was going to do it, if I do Traitor Guard, I want to do Mechanized Infantry Guard, because you gotta have infantry. I don't know, I'm really, really bad at playing anything competitively, so, and it seems like that's just the direction 40k has gone, is completely like competitive synergies and all this other stuff, so I really don't want I got to find some kind of balance, because creatively I'd like to do all kinds of things, and then I play those in a game and they suck. So if I could find some kind of balance with that, it'd probably be the best for me. So if you have any ideas, please comment in a effective guard list, because I have old Forge World Vrax Renegades, and they're just begging to get put together. But I have a lot of old GSC bits too that would really all kind of go hand in hand. And I almost did Savlar Chem Dogs at one point. But I really just need I need someone to make this decision for me. But one project at a time. We'll knock out this Death Guard thing and see where I'm at after that. Anybody that's subscribed, that's crazy. I appreciate that. Please, like, send videos back and forth. We can talk or whatever. I don't know, at some point, Heretic Gamer was telling me that I need to do lives. Maybe I'll do that, but if people just want to even send videos that I can respond to, or that we can talk back and forth, that would be cool. I think that'd probably be good for everybody trying to create something.